Alright, y'all. What up, man? I'm back again. Now, I told y'all I was gonna do like a part two, but I'm gonna switch it up for a little bit because, like, me and my homie, like, me and folks, we was talking yesterday about something that happened in both our life, and he basically wanted me to speak on it. But he said he was gonna speak on it, but fuck it, I'll speak on it. This is like way when I left the projects though. Like when I was like hanging on 62nd and Ingleside. Yeah, that's why I became the age. So yeah, like some people say, yeah, you from over there. I say, yeah, from over there, but I wasn't born and raised over there. And I don't want to take all that shit away from the motherfuckers that was like born and raised over there. I say this, if you a Carter kid, everybody from the block, they know what a Carter kid is. They know what the Carter is. If you a Carter kid, you definitely are original from over there. You definitely can't like can't really nobody tell you shit. You from over there for real. If you went to Fisk all your life, you definitely from over there too. So it's a couple of our members, they, you know what I'm saying, they was born and raised over there. That's all they know. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? 62nd and Ingleside is dinner all they know. They don't know nothing else besides that. So shout out folks, you know. They the originals. So basically, it was a particular night. Like, it was one of the worst fucking nights, G. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, we used to go to parties and shit. And sometimes we used to go to parties like outside of our hoods and shit. Now, our older guys, like folks on Big G and them, they used to like tell us stop doing that goofy shit. Like, man, why is y'all going to all these parties? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all think y'all can just do anything and shit like that. And you talking to some 14, 15, 16-year-olds, you know what I'm saying, who at that age, we think we know everything. We think we grown, you know what I'm saying? That's when, like, your parents get to saying, like, you get to smell yourself. So, of course, it's going in one ear, going out the other with us when it came to Big G and them. So, they told us, they said, hey, one day y'all gonna get into it with some motherfuckers and something bad gonna happen. And we like, man, we ain't worrying about that shit. Food in them, they got joints. You know what I'm saying? They got joints and shit on them. So motherfuckers like, man, we ain't worrying about shit. You know what I'm saying? So, alright. I ain't gonna say their names, but one of the guys, like, he had brung a Mac, you feel me, to the block or whatever. Now, it was like, that was a big ass gun. It had a shoestring strap and everything to it and shit. So, matter of fact, I want to say it was a Tac or a Mac. It was one of them, one or the other. But it was some big powerful tool. So, my homie, one of our guys, he had went to Uplift and shit. My homie Doohoo. Folks had went to Uplift. And he brought some of his classmates to our block and shit. Now, his classmates, they telling us about, like, you feel me? They telling us about this party that's like up north, out west. Now, my homie Davi, he said it was out west. So, I guess out west, whatever. So, they tell us about this party. They like, yeah, man, this party going on. Woo, it's gonna be bussing and shit. So we like, alright, shit, you know. See, we like, alright, shit, fuck it, we sliding. One shit in the hood going on. You feel me? One of those parties that was going on. So we like, fuck it, man. Shit, we gone. Now, our big G's, they got wind that we was about to go somewhere like out west to this party. So Big G and them, they warned us again. They like, man, y'all stop doing that, man. Hell no, don't be, man. Y'all just be going anywhere. Y'all just think y'all just, you feel me? Y'all just think y'all that. Y'all think y'all could just go anywhere. Y'all deep as hell, cause I ain't even gonna lie. Us alone, like the creek, us alone, we was deep as hell. Like it was like at least 25 to 30 of us, young niggas, like. And it was just the creek alone, us, the creek alone. Like, we was like 30, 25 deep. It was a lot of us. So, going on someone's block like that, deep as hell, yeah, it will, like, sometimes cause problems. You feel me? Because motherfuckers like, damn, what the fuck y'all that's coming over here for deep as hell, loud as hell, thinking y'all can do whatever on our block and whatever. So, but we ignorant, you know what I'm saying? We young, we ignorant, we thinking, like I said, we thinking we can just do that. So we let our homie Doohoo and his classmates talk us into going to this party. So we like, man, fuck that. We gone. We going to this party. So we get ready. Folks, he grabbed, you know what I'm saying, grabbed the joint and shit. So we like, oh yeah, we got this big ass joint on us. We ain't worrying about shit. And plus, where we heard it at, we thinking like, man, we ain't gonna run into no trouble over there. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. We was wrong, trust me. So, we get on the train and shit. But before we get on the train, like, something happened. One of the guys, they had to show the fuck out and knock the motherfucker out. We, you know what I'm saying? We used to play point them out, knock them out. A motherfucker that's not from our hood or we ain't knowing, we used to chase them and beat them. Yeah, so that happened before we end up like going to where we was going. And I felt like that's what set the mood to it being a bad night for us. Cause I think if that shit would have never happened, we probably would have had a decent night. So we, you know, fuck that. We get on the train and we get up there. Now, when we first hit the block, we get off on Lake and Central. That's out west, I guess. So mind you, we don't even know where the fuck we going. We got a first lady named Maury. Now, Maury, she took the trains and shit, so she knew where she was going. So, shout out Maury. We love you, baby. So, yeah, we end up getting up there. So, by us getting up there and shit, they, you know what I'm saying, show us where the party at and shit. So when we get to this block and shit, it looked decent. It looked like some suburban block. So we like, oh, we dropped our guard out of Mac. We like, man, it's gonna be decent, man. We ain't gotta worry about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, alright. So we get far down, like, into like the hood and shit, the blocks and shit. So, alright, we come upon this block. Now we turn and now we see like, oh shit. Okay, now shit's starting to change. You feel me? Because now in the house, some of the houses are vacant. It's looking like that now. So we come upon this block and it was a group of motherfuckers. Like they was deep as fuck. Like when I say they was deep as fuck on that block. So mind you, we deep. So we fuck around and went, you know what I'm saying? We trying to walk past them because we just going to the party. We ain't mad. We ain't studying them. You feel me? So, but they approached us. And that's what any motherfucker in the hood gonna do. Y'all walking on they block that deep, a motherfucker gonna approach you. Like who the fuck is y'all? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is y'all? That just called checking our temperature. You feel me? They checking our temperature, seeing who we is, and basically like, hey, the fuck? So they stopped us like, who is y'all? We tell them like, man, we from out south. We ain't tell them where we was from. Nah, none of the guys, if y'all see this video, don't get the capping, acting like y'all told these niggas where we was from. No, we didn't. We just told them we were from out south. That's what happened. And don't lie. So we tell them like, man, we from out south. Woo woo. Dude, he tell us it's Black Peace Stone Love right here. So we like, alright, like I said, like we like, alright, we ain't on that. You feel me? We telling them like, man, look, we ain't on that. We just trying to get to this party. We ain't on that. So one of the older heads, like I could tell he was like a drunk or something. This nigga up the deuce, G. Now we got this big ass tech or Mac on us. So we like, man, you better put that little cowboy gun away. But we ain't up. We just telling them like, nah, we ain't on that. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? So after they checked our temperature, they realized like, man, these little kids, they ain't no shit. They going to the little party. They ain't, so they let us go. So they let us pass. So now we like, all right, we got past that. You know what I'm saying? So now we like, all right, now we thinking that's the hard part right there. Like, all right, this the hard part. We made it past this. So we get to the party. Now we in the party. It's it's a group of ladies. It's niggas in there and shit too. So we popping that bitch, you know what I'm saying? So we walking around and shit. Wasn't no juking going on. Yeah, this was a juke party. Everybody know about juke parties. It goes up at juke parties. But this right here was a gangbanging party. Like, nobody, not one girl shaking ass in her. The girls was gang banging harder than the niggas. Like, they had these girls on their necks and these girls like doing this. I guess this for the TVLs or something. Folks, they in that bitch. We like, what the fuck? It's all type of shit in there. It's traveling vice lords in there, four corner hustlers in there, animals in there. So we like, damn. And then, we found out the BDs, it was a couple of BDs in there. But guess what? These BDs was under the 5. Bluefin BDs. So we thinking we got like, we got like an ally in here because it's BDs. BDs, they normally under the 6. So we like, shit. Nah, these BDs, they Bluefin BDs. So we like, oh my goodness. So we in the party, we just, just observing, looking around and shit. We ain't on shit. Now, I know a group of motherfuckers gonna be like, man, y'all deep as hell. Y'all supposed to turn the party up. Y'all woo, y'all this, y'all that. Man, we weren't on shit. And I ain't gonna sit here and cap and act like, yeah, we was on some tough shit, cause we wasn't. We was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We by each other. We like, look, man, if anything pop off, boy, we gonna rock this bitch. We weren't scared, but we was like kind of like nervous. We like, man, we gonna rock this bitch if it get to that. So the foes in, I think, the moles, they started getting into it. You feel me? Like they started getting into it with each other or whatever. So we like, all right. Our crowd, focusing on my nigga, shout out Lil D, folks, David, Lil D, all that folks, we come to our corner, we right here, man. We not finna be a part of that. So everybody that's with us, we right here. So the moles and the folks, they started at first they was gang banging with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, they and that bitch, dead. So I'm like, what the fuck? We like, but they gang banging with each other. They going crazy in that bitch. So we like, alright. So it came ahead. So these niggas, they get to fighting. Like, literally, they ass get to fighting. So once they got to fighting this shit, we was like, nah, we gone. So we you know what I'm saying, we trying to make it to the back door. So the lady whose house it was, she, everybody get the fuck out. Ooh, y'all fighting in here. Get the fuck out. We like, we gone. It wasn't no shaking ass or nothing anyway. So we trying to go out the back door though, cause we ain't trying to be a part of that crowd. You feel me? We like, nah, we ain't got nothing to do with that. You feel me? We not with them. We ain't got nothing to do with that. So we trying to go out the back. The lady, she like, hell no, y'all can't go out our back. We, man, watch out. We telling the lady, watch the fuck out. She wasn't trying to move for shit. So we like, listen, lady, move the fuck, get the fuck out of our way, because at this point we didn't ever like push her ass out the way. But you know, her boyfriend, he seen how aggressive some of us was getting. So folks, he told the lady like, let their ass go out the back then. So we opened the door, go out the back. Now the reason why the lady told us not to go out the back, and it was for good reason. It was 3 pit bulls back there in the yard. That's why she didn't want us to go out the back, because it was 3 big grown ass pit bulls back there. So yeah, this night finna get worse. So we, oh shit. So we jump. So motherfucker trying to jump, motherfucker jumping the gate. The dogs, they, you feel me? They barking. They trying to chase motherfuckers up the gate, man. It's crazy. So everybody make it over the gate or whatever. So now we trying to make our way like towards the front, but we trying to like, we in our crowd, we trying to make it to the train station. We ain't trying to watch the fight. We ain't trying to see none of, we ain't, fuck that fight. You feel me? We don't give a fuck. Fuck that fight. So we turned around. So we came to the front. So, bro, we see a crowd, a big ass crowd. And them niggas turn around, they like, that them niggas go right there. They point right at us. Now these niggas was deep too. We was deep, but they was deep too. And guess what? These niggas had sticks. These niggas had bats. These niggas had bottles. These niggas, they was, I'm like, yeah, they was trying, they about to put an ass whooping on us. Now, I figure the reason why they got on us, because when dude was like, we Black Peace Stone Love, we didn't say nothing. If we was anything like under the 5, or we was moles, or anything under the 5, we would have announced ourselves. And they kind of figured that shit. They, hold on, we said we Black Peace Stone Love, and these niggas didn't even announce themselves. They tell us they from out south. Now, when you tell a motherfucker that's from up north, out west, anything like you out south, you from out south, they instantly think you GD. Yeah. So they like, these niggas gotta be GDs, because they didn't announce themselves. We didn't announce ourselves at all. On the G, we did. So these niggas, they got on our ass. So we tell fool, I ain't gonna tell you which one, but we tell folks up the joint. We like, up that bitch, boy. So folks up that bitch. So happening as folks up in the joint, the police was coming. They was coming because of that fight, but they coming. So now fool gotta drop the joint, and he dropped the joint. Now we run. We take off running and shit. The police, they didn't give chase, because they want, I guess the police, they didn't see the joint and the fact that they, you feel me, they was there for that fight. They weren't there for us. So shit, we get out of there. Now we running on blocks we don't know. Like, where the fuck was we going? Like, man. So we group up. We like, fool say he dropped the joint. We like, oh, you dropped the joint. So he like, yeah. So now fool and them talking about something. Yeah, we gotta go back and get that joint, folks. We can't leave that joint. So we like, fuck it, come on, let's go back and get the joint. Cause we thinking like, all right, the police out there, so you feel me, folks can go, we can go get the joint. So we make it back to where we was at. We found the joint. Whole time, folks, the joint was broke. So he broke the joint. So the joint wasn't no good anyway. So we like, damn, but hey, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna have to fake it till we make it. You feel me? Like, yeah, back in the day, it's like you could fake, you know what I'm saying, pump fake, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about now, pump faking now. Yeah, your ass gonna die. You try to pump fake now, but shit, back in the days, you could fake it till you make it. especially with that big motherfucker, you definitely can fake it till you make it. So, alright. So, folks, you know what I'm saying, end up going to get the joint. So, when they go get the joint, the niggas, they see them. So, they get to chasing their ass again. So, we run, you know what I'm saying? We running, man. When I say we running from blocks to blocks, man, I was so fucking tired. We seen the police. So we was asking the police like, "Hey, we ain't from out here." We was asking them like, "Where is the green line at?" These motherfuckers, they put two of the guys in the car. You feel me? I don't know why they did that shit, but they took folks back to the block where they was running at. So we gotta go right back because folks know they just dropped folks off that block. So we go back. Folks running, the crowd chase them again, chase us again. Fool up joint. You know, like I said, you gotta pump fake. You gotta pump fake it, fake it till you make it. So when he did that and they seen that big motherfucker, these niggas, they fell back again. Like, oh shit, you feel me? They fell back. So, alright. So now we on these blocks, right? We on these blocks and we don't know where the fuck we at. We don't know how to get back to the green line. We don't know shit. So our first lady, shout out Maury, like, we love you, like, for real, I love you, girl. She knew how to get back to the green line. She knew where we had to go. I'm pretty sure she probably, cause and she Maury's smart. She smart, so she probably just remembered the blocks, where we came from. So I'm thinking that's what it was. She just remembered the blocks. So she was like, but the kicker is this. We got to go past the niggas that were just chasing us. Now, we like, all right, fuck it, man. Damn. So we like, all right, cool. We got to go past their ass. And if it got to go up, it got to go up now. You feel me? So we started picking up sticks and bottles ourselves, like, man. So happening, we go out to the outskirts of their blocks, I think. You know what I'm saying? It's the outskirts. And we end up walking past their blocks. They didn't see us or nothing. So we made it to the train station. Now, when we make it to the train station, we get on the train. We on the platform now. Folk, why don't niggas see us up there on the platform and shit? So they get the game banging with us again and shit. Now this we extra tough now. You know what I'm saying? We extra tough. We bitch ass niggas. We extra tough. But shit, we make it on the train. Went home. That was the dinner the worst night, man. You gotta real life been there to understand, like, man, how, like, gee, I don't even know how we made it home. That was one of the wildest nights. And that right there, you would think that would teach us a lesson, like Big G and them told us at the time. They told us stop doing that shit. Nah, unfortunately, we didn't learn our lesson that night because we continue still going to parties outside our neighborhoods, even in our neighborhood that we ain't even supposed to been at. So, yeah, that was one of the craziest nights, man. I'm gonna give y'all more stories as, like, you know what I'm saying, when I was on the creek, because it's a lot of stories I got. But I'm gonna continue with the project. I'm gonna give y'all part 2 tomorrow about, you know what I'm saying, yesterday project. I just had to get this story out. Thank y'all, and goodbye.